Air Compressor 101. So I'm using a nail gun and air compressor for this accent wall. This is my first time ever using like a pneumatic air gun. So I thought I'd do like a behind the scenes of how to use one, give you guys a little tutorial, and then show you why I bought the one I bought, because I had so many questions when I was researching which one to buy, figuring out how to use it. I was on YouTube with like the middle-aged old men for like ever, so here's the easy way. When you first get your air compressor, you have to prep it before you can just dive in and use it. So you open that little drainage valve at the bottom, you let it run for like 30 minutes. This makes sure to like wiggle out all the loose pieces and blows anything out of the tank that could be a problem. You need to open this drainage valve back here and turn it on for about 30 minutes so it can just run and kind of clear everything out. So open it up, let it run. On your air compressor, you will see two gauges, which can be confusing. Here's what they mean. Let's talk gauges. So this is the tank gauge, it's the pressure in the tank. This is the outlet gauge, it's the pressure in your hose or whatever tool you're using. This knob is going to adjust, so moving the tank pressure into here. So this could be high, like 120, and this could be lower, like 90. That's important because each tool is going to have a specific pressure rating. So like for example, my nail gun, I keep this on 90, while the tank pressure is around 120. So the numbers on the gauges are PSI. This is just the level of pressure. So everything is rated for a certain pressure level. For example, my hose is rated for 200. If it gets above that, it could burst. My tool is rated for 120, but I can use it around 90, and that's given me the best results so far. So know your pressure limits for the accessories you're using and adjust your gauge as needed. Thing before we turn it on is the safety valve. You'll have something that looks like this. If the pressure in the tank builds up too much, this will push out and let some of it out. This is also how you empty the tank. We'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, next we have to connect a hose and our tool. So the compressed air is going to go from the compressor through the hose and give power, air power, to our tool. Here's how to attach your tool to the hose. This is a plug, this is a coupler. They come in industrial, automotive, or this one is universal, so it fits both. To attach, you just push till you hear the click. Attaching your hose to the air compressor works the exact same way. You just put the plug in the coupler and press. And then to remove it, you're just gonna pull down and it releases. Here's how to turn it on. Before you turn it on, you wanna make sure that little valve on the bottom is all the way closed. Then you're just gonna plug in your battery, hit the power. All powered up and ready to go. So as you use it, your air compressor is going to kick on when it's low on pressure. You can watch the gauge to see like what's happening. With this battery powered one, you do have to switch out the battery. You'll know when it's dead, it'll stop running, or you can watch the pressure gauge and it won't be pressurized as high. Done, you have to empty the tank, otherwise it collects condensation, which can rust and compromise your tank. So first, you're going to pull this safety valve. Once the tank pressure is down under 20, you can flip it over and flip this one to release the rest of the air. So that's a really quick air compressor how-to. Remember, use your tool safely, read the instructions, and know your tool. Okay, let's talk about why I bought this one. So this is not the best value in terms of like compressor size for money. I bought it because it was small, it ran off of batteries, it has enough power to power the tools that I'm using, which is mostly a nail gun. I'm not like pumping up tires or anything crazy, and it's cute. Got this DeWalt brad nailer. It's an 18 gauge, which means the nails are much smaller than this guy. Oh, this is way heavier. So this is like way easier, obviously.